coming into your
I definitely think
industry?
there's need for more professionalism. I think all these young people that are joining, I mean, it's our responsibility actually to give them we should have courses, we should have actually training sessions where we talk about the basics that they need to know, because I mean they're very enthusiastic, they're joining, but then like if small things happen, they're like moving from one place to another, so there's a lot of shift happening as well. But Bangladesh is changing rapidly, so you know it's a happening place now. I mean, even though we don't see things happening on the street, but it's I mean there's a movement here now. You feel it. So there's a lot of things happening in Bangladesh.
I mean, a lot of opportunities.
Lots of opportunities.
In the economy.
Yeah, the economy is definitely like moving forward, and lots of opportunities for young people in Bangladesh.
So you actually get to spend a lot of the marketing money for a lot of big corporates. Do you think that? Who do you think are the leading industries right now? What kind of businesses are growing fast?
Well, I would have to say that telco is the leading. I mean, that's Bangladesh is. I mean, the mobile penetration is increasing like every single day, and we're just. I mean, just the urban centers would be kind of getting saturated, not even, but I mean, rural penetration is still left. So, telcos are empowering the people of Bangladesh, and I think they are the most leading. And then banks, I think I see an extra. I mean, it's a boom of banking in Bangladesh, it seems. So, telco, banks, and FMCG. There's lots of local FMCG companies that are coming up. So lots of food products, I think,
and
packaged
I think
food.
Nowadays they have a lot of creative ways of associating consumer experience with brands.
Yeah.
This was not there like about 5-6 years ago.
Absolutely.
So that must make your work more exciting. Can you like tell our viewers something about some recent creative projects that you've put in place?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's actually all about consumer experience now. Because unless you engage them and give them a good experience and that is relevant to their life, they're not going to listen to you. Because media has become so fragmented. I mean, you know, we do a lot of interesting consumer experience exercises. Like we did for D-Juice, for instance. There's this activation that we did in colleges. It was an RJ hunt and a model hunt and a lyricist hunt. So the participation was like huge, and I mean, you know, people really, you know, joined because they wanted to get the experience. They wanted to go and, you know, do this thing. We have a lot of consumer experience stuff that's happening for the tobacco industry, because you can only talk to adult smokers, so there's only certain things that you can do. So that's an exciting.
There's a lot of government restrictions also in Bangladesh. They can't really go ahead and advertise.
No, they can't go out and advertise. So you have to do it in a more creative way. Like you only, I mean, you talk about the brand in different ways, but that's all about consumer experience. So I mean, those are the. And then even actually every single one of our brands are into consumer experience now, like doing family carnivals, getting into like game shows, and you know, cooking shows. It's all about involving the audience and getting participation and making them experience it.
I'm very interested to know what kind of welcome you get when you're trying to represent Bangladesh in a global platform. As in, if I say not a welcome, as in like what kind of feedback do you get from people who want to know about Bangladesh?
Well, you know, in the past it was mostly like, so you must be a good swimmer, because of flooding in Bangladesh. But
that's sad. But
yeah. But I think Dr. Yunus has totally changed the perception of Bangladesh in the global sphere. So Grameen Bank has done it, and now you know, Sir Abid has also contributed to that. So Bangladesh
they've been doing the similar things together, and I think the two of them make a very good brand.
Very good brand for Bangladesh, right? I think, and Bangladesh is also actually coming up in ecotourism, it seems. Like, because I've been to Cox's Bazar and I've seen a lot of international surfers there.
Really? That's been happening for, I think, 2 years or something. Last 2 years.
So Bangladesh, the impression of Bangladesh is definitely changing. And you know, whenever I talk to like international people about this, it's they actually feel it. They actually say that Bangladesh seems to be going through a change, like a radical change. Like it's the next 11 countries. So it's definitely up there in the developing countries.
Ecotourism. So do you think you'd be interested in going into that business? I mean, do you have any future plans to diversify, or what are your plans actually?